All right, we're talking elbow pain, so specifically this inside part of the elbow. If you're like me, I have suffered from inner elbow pain for way too many years, almost upwards of a decade. Most of the time, the culprit is too much flexion of the wrist, flexion of the elbow, and the corresponding muscles that work on the flexion. Not enough wrist extension, not enough elbow extension. And so in general, these muscles get stronger, these muscles get weak. There's a whole lot that goes on with the mobility or lack of mobility in the wrist. We're not going to talk about that in this video. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the Z curl, also known as the Zottman curl. So a couple key pieces right here. First one, you're going to grab this dumbbell. We're going to do a curl, and you want to have it offset so that when you've got your hands supinated, so at the bottom of a traditional curl, there's going to be excess weight out here. We'll show you why in a second. The second piece is your wrist needs to be, you can see right here, extended. We need to be in this extended position the entire time. Not flex, not neutral, as extended as you can. So offset dumbbell, wrist extended. You're going to go all the way at the bottom, tuck your elbow into your side, and nice and slow, you're going to come up. This part of the movement isn't nearly as important. What you're going to do is go as high as you can. You're going to flip it over, maintain wrist extension, and then this part of the dumbbell, the reason why it's offset is we're trying to get a little bit more weight right there, and we're going to lower down nice and slow, putting a lot of stress on the forearm extensors. Once you get to the bottom, flip it back over, maintain that good extended wrist position. Come up as high as you can. On the way down, nice and slow. There we go. So what are we trying to do? We're trying to balance out all of the elbow flexion, wrist flexion musculature that we have, and we're trying to not necessarily not train that, but we're trying to put a little bit more on the wrist and elbow extension. As you're lowering down in an extended wrist position, that is going to really put a lot of work here on these muscles right here that affect below the elbow and above the elbow. So there we go. I know a lot of you out there suffer from some medial elbow pain. There's other things that we're going to do, but one of the hallmarks and one of the kind of basic movements that we prescribe everybody, usually about 3 sets of 5, maybe upwards of 8 or 10 reps.